Hello everybody, how are you doing today? You have not heard from me for a very long time. Unfortunately, I've been very busy. I had a few minutes tonight, it's a Sunday night, and I thought I would just come out in the shop and really, I just need to put some stuff away and kind of just clean up out here. I walked into the shop to get the lights and literally walked through spider webs. The shop is just, it's been sitting dormant for well over a month, and it just, I don't know, I feel like I need to go ahead and just maybe start kind of cleaning up a little bit. I've got a couple of projects that I probably need to just write down in my little book, and then just sort of think about the steps involved in completing those projects. So if I can steal a few minutes here and there, I'll have something to focus on and work on, and I just won't walk out here and waste time. So I think that's what I'm going to do. And I got a couple of things. I'm going to probably have a mail call today later on in this video, because I do have a few things that have come in, and I want to open those and thank the people who have sent them to me. And I want to start by saying thank you for being so patient, because some of them I received quite a while back, and they've been sitting dormant. So I'm going to get to working around a little bit and see what comes up, and I'll be back in touch and let you guys know. I tell you what, guys, it's hot out here. And something else, while I was away from the shop for the last couple of months, evidently a spider has moved in and had a brood, because this place is covered in these tiny little spiders. They're everywhere. I got a couple of things back here. Let me start by, first off, my mom and dad are always looking out for me. And they like to go to the garage sales, rummage sales. They just enjoy that. And my mom found me this projects in woodworking book. So there's a lot of neat projects in here. Right now, I won't be able to do anything out of it, but I'm going to hang on to it, and I've kind of thumbed through it, and there's some pretty cool stuff in here. So there's some things I can learn, and maybe some projects that I can do. And my dad, I always tell him, when you're out and if you see a nice tripod, buy it, because I have a couple of tripods in the shop, but I tend to knock them over and break them. So they don't always have a real long life expectancy. And he found this one, and it still had the plastic on the legs. I pulled it off today because I took it to club. I've got my camera mount on here for my phone, and I used it today, but it's nice. It's got a handle on it, really nice tripod. And he got another one at a sale, and this one is still in the box. So I got a couple of spare tripods. This first package I'm going to open came to me all the way from Australia. My good buddy Tommy Stridham, he contacted me a while back, and this is one of the ones I've been sitting on for a while. I hadn't wanted to open it, but he contacted me, and he had been doing some casting, and unfortunately he had hurt his hand at the time and wasn't able to turn his casting. So he said, hey, I'm sending this to you. So I cut the seal on the box, but I haven't opened it yet. So let's open it together and see what's in here. Oh man. Oh man. Oh, check it out. A 12mm drill bit. Tommy, thank you. This is awesome. I need one of these because I don't have a 12mm, and the pins that I'm making require a 12mm, and I'm always a size off. This is awesome. Thank you. This is really cool. Check this out. Oh, these are brilliant. Look at these rods. Look how thick they are. These have got to be an inch thick. I cannot wait. These are going to make great kitless pins, Tommy. Thank you. Of course, I'm going to have to fight to keep these. My boy finds out I got Tim Tams, they're gone. I got to be honest, I knew these were in here because Tommy wrote it on the outside of the box, so I've been keeping this one in the house so they didn't melt, because it's really hot in the shop. But I look forward to those. This is the casting that Tommy made. Check this out. It's got Banksia pods in it. It's got all these little, I don't know what they're called. I'm sure it's probably in his note, but that is really cool. Check it out. He told me that he didn't have a saw at the moment to cut it up. Wine red and satin red are the colors, and I'll be able to cut this up into pin blanks, no problem. Oh, check it out, man. This one's all made of shells. Look at that. That is so cool. That is brilliant. 70-year-old fence post, but take a look at it. The shape it's in. Look at the outside. Now this is always so cool, because I don't like to turn away the outside. I don't like to lose it. So what I'm not exactly sure what I'll do yet. I had an idea. I have some blanks down here that came from Fort Bragg, I think it was, and someone suggested to me shave the outside of them off, make a little box and apply that to the outside of the box, and then turn a pin from the wood. So I thought that was an incredible idea. That may be something I do with this, because I mean, look at this. It's got a little bit of moss or lichen growing on it. Just you know, the weathered look of it is beautiful. We're gonna come up with something special for that. There's a couple other blanks here that looks like Tommy put together for me. Check these out. Looks like he put these together maybe from some cutoffs. So these should make for some very interesting pins. I've got a note here from Tommy. I'm gonna read this off camera. And now for the big box. You guys might remember a while back, it's been quite a long time, I received a pin blank cutting jig from Tim Geist. And I wanted to assemble it and use it. However, I mentioned that my bandsaw had gone kaput. I broke it. My good buddy Lynn Lacey over at LL Woodworks, you've heard me, Lynn and I have done some collaborations together. We've been friends for a while. I've been down to his shop in Texas. He's been to my shop. Contacted me and said, hey, I got a brand new bandsaw, my old Craftsman. Would you like it? And you might remember, I think I mentioned that we made an arrangement. This is Lynn's old bandsaw. So I'm gonna pop it open. I hope I have it. I hope I have the right side up. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna pop it open real quick, and we're gonna take a look at the bandsaw that I'll be using in the future. It's gonna replace my old Delta Shopmaster, and I'll be putting that pin jig together the next chance that I get and showing you how it works on this bandsaw. So I'm really excited. Let me get the box open, we'll take a peek at it. I've cut the tape. Let's go ahead and pull it open. Oh wow, he's packed. Oh, I'm afraid it may be up. Nope, I thought it was upside down, but I believe that's just the table. Yes, that's just the table. Get that out of there. You had to partially disassemble it to be able to box it and ship it. There's all the bolts and stuff. Oh, I mean, that table is heavy. Okay, this is the fence, the guide fence. I hope I'm not too much in the way. It's just, I was afraid it was going to fall. Oh, perfect. Look at it. I got the right side up. Let's very carefully get some of this stuff out. Hey, check it out, man. I got me an LL Woodworks baseball cap. All right. Okay. Let me set this baseball cap aside. Well guys, here's the new bandsaw. I'm extremely happy to have this in my shop. I can't wait to start using it. I got a real nice note from Lynn here telling me a little bit about the bandsaw. He basically, I thought he bought a new one. I misunderstood our conversation. Lynn he moved to a new house, and he's in the process of building. I think his shop is finished. He needs to get moved into it, but he had multiple machines, and he's trying to consolidate everything into one shop. And this was just an extra that he did not need any longer. I'm going to go ahead and look at that. I got the LL Woodworks sticker. I'm leaving that on there as a reminder. So anytime you see me using this saw, or I pan around the shop and you see that, you'll always kind of have a shout out to Lynn there. What Lynn did, this blade here, he said might be a little dull. It's had a little use on it. He went out to Amazon.com and bought his treat, bought me a blade, and had it drop shipped here from Amazon. Oh. I got the dropsies. Check this out. Brand new 70.5 inch. This is a 1/4 inch wide, 6 TPI blade, Craftsman blade for this saw. So as soon as I get it set up and I get this blade installed and get everything running true, I am going to, well, as soon as I do that, which is the next opportunity I get, and as soon as I get a chance, I want to assemble that jig that I got from Tim Geist and get it set up for this saw, because I think that's going to be a great asset in the shop. And I know a lot of guys have been contacting me and commenting about that, because you know, everybody's interested. If you're a pin turner, a jig that cuts the perfect size blank every time and makes it quick is just like, you know, that's a great thing to have. I'm also excited about this because this is a lot better quality than my other saw, and I'm hoping, I know Lynn did a lot of segmenting of ink pens, and I've seen this saw in a video or two where he segmented on it, which tells me the quality of the saw is good enough that I should be able to do some bandsaw segmenting as opposed to using my scroll saw. And I'm excited about that. My old bandsaw, I had a little bit of trouble with the blade. You know, the bearings on it weren't all that great, and the blade would wobble too much, and it would tend to drift and stuff. So I'm excited about this, and you can tell I'm going on and on about it, so I'm excited. I do have one additional thing that I'd like to show you guys. Some of you may have seen it in the background of one or two of my videos. I was trying to keep it a secret for a while and didn't want to tell everybody about it. And I had my reasons. But I noticed in a couple of my videos that it appeared in the background. So a couple of you, no one has said anything, but a couple of you may have noticed. But let me switch to another video real quick and show you what I'm talking about. Well, here it is. My wife finally won the battle. The Grand Prix is gone, and this is my new ride for the next few years anyway. I'm really happy with it. It is a Dodge Challenger, of course. It is octane red. And right after I got it home, my wife had it striped for me, so I'm really happy with that. Hope you guys like it. So what do you guys think about that? That ought to be an awesome vehicle for, I'll be able to store my chainsaw in the trunk. If I see a tree down, I can stop, cut it up, haul it home. I'm ready to go, right? Maybe not. No, I've been holding off on showing you guys that because I wanted to make sure that I showed my parents first. So I've kind of been keeping it a secret. I've had it for a little over a month. So far I've enjoyed it, and I'm sure I will continue to enjoy it for many years to come. I'm gonna go ahead and close this down for just a little bit and do a little more work around the shop and see what else I can get done. I'll come back and talk to you guys again real quick before I go in the house for the evening. Whew, it's hot out here, guys. I've done a little bit of cleaning up. I started putting the bandsaw together. I need to find out, when you look at the top of it here, for the blade tensioner, I don't know if there's a tool. I went back through the packaging and couldn't find it, but I got to find something wide enough to fit that slot so that I can tension the blade. I've gone ahead and got the table on and the fence, so that's ready to go. And just, a couple of small things. I just need to get it set up and play with it a little bit. And when I'm comfortable, I'll put the new blade on. We'll cut some really thin trash stuff just at first to test it and make sure it's doing great. I've been vacuuming up my shop vac. I've got this, you see it there, I got the Dust Deputy into that 20-gallon barrel. That barrel is spider nirvana. I have been sucking spiders up in that thing. Man, oh man, I'm gonna hate to open it. They'll probably all come out and web me up, who knows. But shop's looking a little better. I didn't get as far as I would have liked, but my daughter just came out and told me that the homemade blackberry cobbler, we went to the farmer's market yesterday, got a bunch of fresh blackberries, just came out of the oven, and it is ready to be eaten. So I'm going in for some blackberry cobbler and ice cream. That's it for me tonight. You guys have a wonderful evening. I hope I can sneak out here again real soon, because I had a good time just cleaning up. I want to finish cleaning up, get things back to where they need to be, and then anytime I can sneak out here after that, I'd like to do a project or two. I will talk to you guys again real soon. Take care and have a great day.